Okay, okay dah.
Yeah. So then, very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So in this era, our life has changed. Our life has improved because of inventions and technologies from scientists and engineers. For example, when we move from a place to another place, maybe in 200 years ago, we have to walk or by animals such as horse, buffaloes, cows. But today, we can just simply drive from a place to another place. So with our life easier, don't you notice that our earth also has changed? Our earth has been destroyed slowly and slowly. For the air pollution, for the water pollution, for the mining, deforestation, all of this has changed our landscape, our earth landscape. Our environment is not so green anymore. So there's a new trend or a new movement, we call it Go Green movement, where we want to make our environment green again. We want to protect our environment, we want to protect our homeland. So today, we, the DOPES team, would like to bring this Go Green movement in our construction field today we would like to present you the green and sustainable materials and components for R&R by our team. So but first, let me introduce our structure. And I am Ong Tze Sean as the secretary of the DOPES team. He is FIR Foong Cheng Ann as Chief Financial Officer. He is FIR Kim Fong as Chief Production Officer. And the person who sits there is FIR Wang Guo Xian as Chief Marketing Officer. And lastly, the point of convergence of the DOPES team, our FIR Shanmugam Muniandy as our leader. So the next slide will be presented by Mr.
Okay, our project is about using the green building material in R&R construction. First, I'm gonna talk about green materials. Green material is giving sustainable, giving high performance and safe environment. Nowadays, people always concerned about the surrounding, and they think if we do not take care about the environment, it will give incredible harm to the environment. So if we do not take a step to take care of it, we will live a highly polluted and unlivable world for future generations. So if we use the green material in our construction, we will the raw material we use is harmless to surrounding and the environment. And second, after we discuss, we decide to use bamboo as our green building material, because bamboo has a potential to replace steel in reinforcement. Because bamboo is renewable resource and it also non-polluting. Because all the parts and parts of bamboo did not pollute, and considered as a waste every part of it. And we choose bamboo because of its tensile strength. It is outperform most of the material, includes steel and all other things. And also it low cost. And its of product is still on prototype. And we will kick off our production once the order is placed by our future customer, like you. And next is our objective. Our objective is to expand the sustainability of bamboo to replace the steel in our construction material. Because the bamboo is easy to repair, easy to maintenance, and it's light structure, easy to transport, easy to harvest and it can be combined with other construction material for foundation or one beam. And next, our next objective is to give exposure of low cost material in construction, like bamboo. Because of bamboo, it is able to plant in any place and easy to grow up. So it cost low cost. So we can use it to replace steel. And next is we want to adapt go green movement in our construction in this field. Because go green reminds us we only have one earth, so we need to take care of it, and we need to take care of our earth too. So I will let Foong to continue the presentation.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. My name is Foong Cheng Ann and I'm CFO for DOPES, and I'll be explaining about the literature review for our topic, which is green technology. So what comes in mind when you think about green technology? The first thing we'll think about is renewable. It's unlimited. It won't cause any pollution to our environment and our planet. So we have few goals that we set for our company to achieve that concept. And the first one will be innovation. Now we have to think of a product that is the alternative to what we are doing commonly right now. Like right now, we are using bamboo to substitute the production of steel. As we all know, production of steel causes a lot of carbon emission, and it's not good for our environment. It causes global warming, causes temperature to rise, and the melting of the Atlantic ice caps. Secondly, is our source reduction. Now we have to stop manufacturing all this steel to make sure it doesn't make more damage to our environment, and we have to cut out or at least try to reduce the usage of steel in our building construction. Next, we have sustainability. Now we have to find a product that can last long. It's not just a temporary product to serve the community for a short period. It has to be meaningful. It has to be long-sighted. We have to think about the future. We have to find a product such as bamboo, which is green and biodegradable and renewable, and it can substitute whatever we are using right now, which is steel, and it can sustain for, I can say, quite a long time. It won't cause any trouble if we make sure all the calculation is correct. Lastly, we have viability. Now, viability is about creating a center of economics for the locals. Right now, we are looking for bamboos. So bamboos will have farmers, bamboo farm, and the farmers we will open a new market for the locals. They can start to sell their bamboo out and sell it for construction in batches, in cargoes, in large quantities that can support their income and profit. Next, I would like to talk about concrete. So what we are doing, we are planning to substitute the steel, which we call reinforcement bar or short rebar, inside columns, like what we see right now. For your information, concrete cannot just be concrete, it will crack under force, under bending. So we need to put in, for what we are doing, we put in rebar, steel bar, to increase the strength of the concrete. And we find out that steel is not good, and we want to replace it with bamboo. So I'll have my friend, Mr. Shanmugam, to further discuss about what we plan for bamboo.
Good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to reintroduce again my name, my name is Shanmugam A. I am the CEO of DOPES. Okay, today I am going to talk about why we should use bamboo instead of steel. Well, at overseas, bamboos are quite famous as reinforcement material, but in Malaysia, it's a different case. Why is it so? Because the typical thinking of Malaysian civil engineer is bamboo is weak, which they never do any research or further studies on it. Well, is bamboo weak? Funny guys. That's what I'm going to talk about today. Why we should use bamboo instead of steel? I got 3 reasons. First, save cost. Second, the mechanical properties of bamboo. Third, eco-friendly. Coming back to my first point, which was save cost. Well, bamboo is far more accessible than steel, where if you want to produce a steel, you need an iron ore, which costs very expensive. For bamboo, Malaysia is well known for different types of bamboo, and it's easy to get. And based on our studies on internet, we find that bamboo only causes 40% of steel production. Now moving to my second point, which was the mechanical properties. Well, I know it's going to be quite boring because it's about numbers, but we engineers, we love numbers, aren't we? So make your life easier, I've provided the diagram and the tables on the hands-on so you can refer as I talk about it. As an engineer, first we will look into the stress of the material, where we will consider the tensile strength and the compressive strength. First, let me clarify about the tensile and compressive strength. For bamboo, the tensile strength is 18,000 psi and the compressive strength is 8,000 psi, which is quite a nice number if you think about it. Now, we move to the second part that every civil engineer must look into it. The stiffness of the material. How we are going to find the stiffness based on the elasticity of modulus. Modulus of elasticity, pardon me. Modulus of elasticity of bamboo is 2.5 giga psi. Let me clarify again. Giga is not a small number. Giga is a 10 to the power of 9, which is very a big number. And the third, the final, the most important is the stress strain curve. When coming to stress strain curve, it will show the percentage of strain that occur at the bamboo when we put a certain amount of stress. If you can see the graph that in the second page, the top of the page, the bamboo only strains a little bit for a high amount of stress and give a nice competition to steel. So think again, is bamboo big? I think no, because bamboo is quite suitable for moderate size project like R&R. Now, let me take a break. Now moving to the third point, which was eco-friendly. Well, it's a bamboo, you can see clearly, it's confirmed. It's confirmed eco-friendly because bamboo is from nature itself. And we are not going for the old bamboos, we are going for the young bamboos, we are going for the old, unused, unwanted bamboos. We leave the growing new bamboos to keep on growing. And let me give a fast fact for you. Do you know production of steel does give a free gift for you all, for we humans? Can you guess what is that? 19 tons of carbon dioxide for just 1 ton of steel. Don't you think we as a civil engineer, we have to make a world a better place, but not by killing it? Don't you think it's time to save our planet? So, how we are going to use bamboo in the construction? How we are going to select the perfect bamboo? I'm going to give this topic to my colleague, FIR Wang Guo Xian, talk about.
As we know that bamboo is a type of plant, but how do we transform a plant into a material for construction? So, I'm here to resolve your doubt. There are two main points that I will focus here for all of you. The first is the selection of the bamboo, and the second is the preservation of the bamboo. So now, I will tell you that what is the characteristic of the bamboo for us in the selection. In the selection of bamboo, we depended on two main points. The first is the edge, the second is the size. Let's start with the edge first. As I said before, the older, the wiser. Here also the same case for the bamboo. The older bamboo will be chosen instead of the young bamboo, because the old bamboo will have a higher compaction of fiber. Higher fiber compaction means that the bamboo will have a higher strength, which can withstand the higher stress. So, but how do we determine the bamboo is considered as old or not? As the bamboo will tell you that I'm 4 years old this year. So, in our investigation, we found that a bamboo with brown color ensures that the plant is at least of 3 years old. And the bamboo with 3 years old is the minimum requirement for us to use as a reinforcement bar. So next, let us talk about the other factors, which is the size. Remember, always choose a bamboo with a larger diameter count. And remember,
always choose a bamboo with a shortest, slowest the hole. Okay, so this is the count. You can see this is the count, and this is the hole, and this is all for the stiffness. Okay, guys, I have a question here for all of you. Nowadays, our building is being designed in so many different shapes, like a rhombus, a sphere, or a pyramid, and so on. But we can see that our bamboo is in a shape of cylinder, only a cylinder shape. So, how do we use this bamboo in the construction? Anybody know the answer? Elson? Ajay Hafiz, do you know the answer? Well, let me tell you guys. It's just a very simple way. Based on our research, we just have to cut the bamboo into half and then heat it above the temperature of about 150 degrees Celsius. And we can easily bend it in any shape. Besides, the bamboo will retain the shape even after cooling or drying off. So next, let us continue with the next session, which is the preservation of the bamboo. There's only one most important treatment to the bamboo, which is the waterproof coatings. So how is it being carried on? Waterproof coatings is just like we prepare bitumen and then we just hang it at the head and the end of the bamboo. So this is because we just want to protect it from the contaction of the water with the fiber of the bamboo. From our research, we know that the fiber of the bamboo is just exposed to the atmosphere at the head and the end of the bamboo. So, why we need to do the treatment? If we use the untreated bamboo in our construction, what is the effect? Anybody know? Well, the bamboo is untreated, if used in the construction, will give effect toward the bonding strength effect. Now, you can open your handout. At the third page, there was a table there. For the first case, it is because of the bamboo, it pushed the concrete away. And the second case is because the bamboo is swelling and it forms a tension force toward the concrete and the concrete crack. Then, while for the last cases, it's because it produces a void in between the concrete. So it's important for us to do a treatment. And B, as a responsible constructor, we will not skip all the treatment. So now, for recap our project, I will pass the stage to our secretary, Sean, Ong Tze Sean.
So I hope that Mr. Shan, Mr. Pang, Mr. Foong, and Mr. Wang has explained to you about the green and sustainable materials and components for R&R. So I would like to recap it first about the mechanical properties, which is, in a nutshell, is the mechanical properties of bamboo is great enough to replace steel for medium-sized projects such as R&R. Second, about the sustainability. The sustainability of bamboo is perfect enough to replace steel because bamboo is a fast-growing plant compared to the steel. And third, about the cost, which is just now we have compared that the bamboo is much lower cost we use for compared to the bamboo. So for the reinforcement concrete, which is the winner? Steel or bamboo? Actually both are the winner because both are suitable for reinforcement. But with the name of green and sustainable materials, bamboo wins it. So I would like to thank our friend because a friend in need is a friend indeed. So firstly, our friend is Mr. Google and Madam Wikipedia, which will help you, me, and us. Isn't it? So second, I will refer to our Mechanics of Material books written by H.C. Hibler, the 10th edition in SI Unit, and also some journals such as Materials and Structure written by R. Whitlow, and also some internet research such as the Constructor Org about bamboo reinforced concrete properties, proportion design and construction, and also some architecty.org and greektechnology.org. So before we leave, we would like to hear from you. So any voices? So if there's no voices,
Before we end the presentation, we'd like to give our motto to you guys. Go green,